All right, you guys, so just in terms of bad back, the philosophy in Pilates is when in doubt, leave it out. So let's just say Tina is suffering from a bad back, and let's just say it's something like a disc out of place, and she's just coming back. She got the clear from her physical therapist to come back to Pilates. So just first of all, make sure that your client is clear to exercise. That's first and foremost, okay? So let's think about it. Bad back, stomach massage. So we ideally start on 4 springs. Would we give her the first one round back if it's a bad back issue?
The round back I think will be fine.
Round back on 4 springs.
Can we lighten the spring?
We can lighten the spring. Now, if your client, Tina, go ahead and have a seat on the pad. So first, yeah, that's good. I'm gonna lighten the springs, yeah? If your client, you have to check in with your client. Remember that it's a conversation with your client. If the client is still feeling discomfort, we leave it out and skip to the next variation, which is hands back, okay?
Can I sit a little further back without my lower?
She can sit a little, so that's another thing you can do. She can sit a little further back, but if she's still in pain, either sit her back or just skip it and move on to the next. Okay, so let's just say we did those 2 scenarios. We made the springs a little bit lighter, we had the client move back a little bit further. Sometimes that still may not be enough of a modification, so when in doubt, leave it out, skip it, and just go to the next variation. In this case, it's going to be heads back. Tina, carefully take your heads back on top of the shoulder blocks. Yeah? Now, would we give her this position for bad back? It's a straight spine.
Yes, just not giving
Yeah.
too much of a lift because
Yes.
I'm going to close
Yeah, so Tina, go ahead and just push out, lower the heels, lift the heels. So again, if this is still too much load, if she feels discomfort on the lower back, take off the spring. So when in doubt, lighten the springs as well, yeah? What about our third position? Bring the arms lower, Tina. You think this is okay for bad back?
Yeah, the wrist should be fine.
Yeah, just be careful with arms a little higher. This may strain the lower back. Just keep the arms, push the carriage all the way out, and then come back in. What about twist? Will you give her twist if it's a low back?
Depending on the pain?
Depending on the pain, depending on the severity of the low back. So push out, Tina, now just bring your arm towards Peter, but don't go any more than that, and that's probably enough. And come back in.
Shorten the twist.
Shorten the twist, shorten the range of motion, yes. Go to the left, towards the windows, Tina, and then come back in. As your client will get stronger, then you're going to increase the range of motion, but just be careful. Just, add in as you see fit. One more time. That's it. Now, what about the final stretch? Am I going to have her bend and grab the bar and push out?
If she can do it.
That's a lot of load, though. It's a lot of forward flexion. Yeah. So step off to the side. Again, you're going to add in as you see fit. Again, checking with your client. There's a difference with acute and chronic pain. If she's sore the next day, if she's sore in all the right places, that's fine. But if she's in pain, then we've gone a little too much, too fast. Yeah. So let's go ahead and go into the short box. So go ahead and grab the box for me. I'll do the headpiece. I'll get the bar. So short box for me. So now stomach massage. She's closer to the ground. So that's a lot of load. Now she's gonna go higher up. Yeah. So we just have to be careful when we do seated exercises when it's low back. Tina, go ahead and sit on the box. And again, no, I'll do it for you, Tina. So again, Tina, we're just using the case that she has a bad back. I would never have my client bend over and grab a strap. You do it for them. Okay. Get under the strap, Tina. Open your feet wide, and then right away check in from the ground up. I'm gonna make sure that the strap is completely taut, but her knees have to be bent a little bit. Yeah. Too much of a straight leg, maybe too much hyperextension in the low back. So just have them soften the knee. And where have we seen this position on the mat?
Well, half row.
Half row back, yeah. So a lot of the positions are similar. Remember, Pilates is a system. So the same way I'm going to treat her there, the same way I'm going to use my tactile cueing is the same I'm going to do here. And that's the case. Wrap the arms around the waist, Tina. Curl the chin in the chest. And again, checking with your client, I'm going to have her roll back just like she did half roll back on the mat. And that right away tells me her range of motion, which is probably right about there, and then come back up. Is that okay, Tina? Mm-hmm. Roll back. And then something that I always stress is pushing the legs into the carriage, but keep your knees bent. And really push, and it actually feels good. And then come back up. Let's do one more, Tina. Make sure the gaze is towards the arms. That's it. And even though you guys can't see me, my hand is on her lower back, and I'm going to have her push her belly into my hand, and that's going to give her more abdominal support. Yeah. Okay, go ahead and grab the bar, Tina. Now, ideally, we strive for the ideal in the exercises. This is where I want her to go, but her lower back may not be able to handle that, so I'm just going to take her arms slightly forward. Is that okay? Lift up. Now first you want to emphasize the lift of the spine because we're going for extension and then hinge back. Again, just a mild hinge and then come back up. Again, lift up and then hinge back. There you go. Hold and then come back up. Give them a slight pause so that you can really work the strength, get the strength back. One more time, hinge back. Now again, checking with the legs, dig the legs into the carriage, Tina, and come back up. So now what about side to side? Do we think side to side is okay?
Yeah, we're stretched.
Yeah, it's a stretch. Yeah, so bend over to the right. Remember to cue the opposition. The left hip is going down. And come back to center. Do it to the left. That's it. One more time. Another hands on. Go again to the right. Tina. Have them push into you so they get that stretch. One more time. And just keep the knees bent. Tina. That's it. Feel from the waist up. And just relax the arms down for a second. Okay, so next is twist and reach. Are we going to add twist if it's a bad back issue?
We'll go down individual, you ask them.
Yeah, check in with your client. It depends on the severity of the low back, where she's stressing the most. Lift up. So now remember, twist is nourishing to the spine, so I may give her some twists, just some, and come back to center. Do it to the left. That's it. I'm just giving her a guiding touch. I'm pushing her arms up, and I'm lifting her lower back up. One more time. And last one to the left, Tina. So now next is twist and reach. Are we going to do twist and reach at this low back?
Leave it out for now.
Yeah, leave it out. Again, mount twist, I'm not going to do the twist and reach variation. That's going to be too much hyperextension, especially in the low back. Do it one more time to the left. So when you feel it's okay to add on, yeah, and come back in. All right. What about tree?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah, just maybe the limber, and then add the half roll back when they're ready. Tina, take the right leg out, move back just a little bit, and we're just going to demonstrate on the right side. Extend the leg out, so you're going to give her 3 to 5 limbers, yeah? Now, on this next one is where we have to be careful. Walk the hands up, Tina, and lower the chin to the chest. So again, this is her half roll back all over again, yeah? So where you spot is key, yeah? I'm holding onto the leg, I'm holding onto the back. When people come back from lower back, this is a fear factor because they're going back, they can't see where they're going. So just guide them. And I always tell especially my male clients, I got you, I'm not going to let you go. And then come back up and lift the spine up. Again, chin to the chest, roll back. Introduce the half roll back first before you go into the actual tree. One more time, Tina. Get them there and again to their range of motion, climb down the leg, guide them, and then climb back up. Make sure their abdominals are being pulled in and up. One more time. And up. And lift the spine up, and change legs so that you're not lopsided. So lessen the range of motion. Okay, you don't have to go all the way into the belt. Treat it as you would a half roll back. Go ahead and extend the leg out. And again, this is her one leg circle all over again. Yeah? She's gonna straighten her leg like she did earlier on the mat from one leg circle. So the leg may not really completely straighten, and that's okay. Walk the hands up. I like to tell my clients, it's not about how straight the legs are. I'm concerned with how you're working from your spine. Again, just a half roll back and lift the spine up. Do that a couple more times, Tina. Chin top. Make sure that bottom leg is pushing into the carriage. And last one. Roll back so that 3 is a lucky number. Yeah, come down the leg as low as it can go from earlier in their half and their round back. Come back up. Last time, chin to chest. And up. And lift the spine up. Perfect. All right. Thank you. Any questions? Questions?
No.
No? All right. Okay. Thank you.